Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe to my channel, and for returning subscribers, thank you very much. And in today's tutorial, we'll be drafting a milk made top. I've gone ahead to measure my basic body block out of my pattern paper, and I have my shoulder measurements, my chest line, my bust point, my under bust, and my waistline. I've also gone ahead to measure out my bust span, which is also my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 7 inches. 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5 inches, so it's right here. I've measured it out. And for my dart leg, I'm using 2 inches. That means 1 inch on both sides, 1 inch over here and 1 inch over here. So now let's go ahead to draft our milkmaid pattern on this basic block. So on my under bust measurements, I'm going to go up by 1 inch. So I've gone up by 1 inch. This is 1 inch right here, and I'm going to connect it to my dart. I'm going to connect it to my dart. Also, on my shoulder measurements, on my chest line rather, I'll measure my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 36 inches. 36 inches divided by 4 is 9 inches. So my 9 inches is right here. My 9 inches is right here, and on this 9 inch, I'm going to go down by half an inch. I'm going down by half an inch right here. This is it. Also, I'll come over to this my shoulder measurement. This line over here, my shoulder measurement is 7.5, and I'll also go down by half an inch. I went down by half an inch, and I'm going to join this line, these points together. So guys, I've gone ahead to join them together, and on this my armhole measurements, I'm going to measure 2.5 inch. This 2.5 inch is to get our new armhole measurement. So now I'm going to, from my 9 inches, from my bust measurement right here, which is 9 inches, I'm going to measure 2.5 inches. So this is 2.5 inches right here. I'm just going to trace my tape rule on this curve right here. So right here is my 2.5 inch. So on this 2.5 inch, I'll go in by 0.75. This is for my new armhole for my top. So this is 0.75 right here, and I'm just going to go ahead to make a straight line. I've gone ahead to make a straight line. Also, on my chest line, I'm going to measure the depth of my neck. Remember, it's a milkmaid top, and is like an off-shoulder blouse, so you can either go up depending on how much cleavage you want to show. You can either go up by 1 inch or retain your chest measurement, but I'll be going up by 3 inches because I don't want too much cleavage to show. So I'm going up by 3 inches right here. So from these 3 inches, I will join it to my 0.75 that I measured here. And also on this half inch that I measure right here, I'm going to go in by half an inch as well. This is half an inch, and with this half an inch I'm going to join it to my 0.5, making a new armhole. This will be our new armhole. So guys, this is our new armhole. Remember I said I went up by 3 inches. You can go up by 2 inches or 1.5 or 1 inch, depending on how much cleavage you want to show on your blouse. And also I'll join this half inch right here to my under bust. If you don't understand what I'm doing, just follow step by step. This is beginner friendly and it's easy. Just watch what I'm doing and just replicate on your pattern. Can you see? So this is our new armhole. We'll no longer use this. Remember, here is half an inch. I came down by half an inch here, and also half an inch, and I went in by half an inch here, 1/2. So I went in by half an inch here and I connected it to my underbust. Right here I went up by 1 inch, and right here I went up by 3 inches. 1 inch, half an inch right here, and this is our new armhole. Okay, so right now I'm just going to go ahead and measure out my basic measurement. My bust measurement is 36 inches. 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches. So 9 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance is 10 inches. So 10 inches. So I'll just come right here also to measure my 10 inches. Remember, we are no longer using this. So also my waist measurement is 28 inches. 28 inches divided by 4 is 7 inches. This is 7 inches right here. And I'm going to add back my dart allowance. My dart allowance is 2 inches, so 7 plus 2 is 9, plus extra 1 inch for sewing allowance, making 10. So I've gone ahead to measure this out, and right now I'll just go ahead to cut out my pattern. Watch what I'm cutting out and be careful. So right here I'm just going to cut through my dart, and I will not cut to my bust point. I will just cut here, then to my 1 inch, and also to my new armhole. just have to be extra careful right here. So this is it right here. This is it right here. On this cup area, we are going to do cut and slash method on a new pattern. So I won't be cutting this out. When I'm ready, I'm just going to place it on a new pattern, and I'm going to trace it out. So I've gotten a fresh pattern paper, and I'm going to just place each cut out a piece on the new fresh pattern paper. So right here, I'll make sure the lines are aligning, the bust line. So I'm just going to arrange them on a fresh pattern paper so as to give them the gathers effect on the front piece. So right here, I've pasted the first one, number one. Remember, we labeled them out. This is number one. This is number one right here, and I'm going to space them out by 3 inches. Each. So I'll come here and place number two. So this is number two right here. Whatever inches you want, depending on the volume of the gathers you want on your front piece. You can go as low as 1 inch. If you don't want much, you can go as much as 5 inches apart, so as to get more volume on the front piece. But for me, 3 inches is enough. Go ahead and place number 3 inches apart. Now make sure my bust point is on the line, is aligning with the new distance, so there's no confusion anywhere when I'm cutting out. So I'll just go ahead and do for the rest. I've gone ahead to trace them out, and I'll just cut out the new pattern. So when tracing them out, you just have to take your time. You can't use the ruler here because the lines are not they're not straight, so you can't really use a ruler. So I just use my free hand, and it took a while because I was trying to follow each shape of each piece on the new pattern paper. I'll go right here and I'll cut out. So when I'm cutting this new pattern out of my fabric, I'll add half inch on both sides for sewing allowance. It's long enough. I'll just go ahead and measure it out on my fabric. So this is it right here. Of my fabric, I'm going to measure half an inch on the upper part and also half an inch on the lower part. So this will be all for the front tutorial. Now let's go ahead to the back pattern. This is the back pattern here. I've drafted out the basic block, and I've gone ahead to measure my bust measurement, which is 36 divided by 4, and it's 9. This is 9 over here. This is 9 inches. So I've gotten it on my chest line. So from that 9 inches, I'm going to go up by 2.5 inches to get my new armhole. So this is it, 2.5 inches. So this is 2.5 inches. So from that 2.5 inches, I'll also go in by 0.5. This is 0.5. I went in by 0.5 inches from my 2.5 inches, and I'm going to just connect the two dots together. So from here, from my chest line, remember this is my chest line and this is my waist line right here. From my chest line, I'll measure how low or high my back blouse pattern is going to be like. So for me, I will just go up by 2 inches. I'll just go up by 2 inches. I don't want too much of my back to show, so I'll go up by 2 inches, and I'll connect to this 0.5 inches right here. So from here, from this my chest line, I'll come down by half an inch. I'm coming down by half an inch. This is half an inch right here. And also on my shoulder measurement, remember this straight right here, I'll also come down by half an inch. So I'll connect both dots together. So from this my new shoulder measurement, I'll go in by half an inch. This is half an inch, 0.5. I'll go in by half an inch. What we did for the front pattern is also what I'm doing for the back pattern. So I went in by half an inch, and I'll just connect the new armhole to this my new chest line measurement. So this is my new chest line measurement. You can see my new armhole, and also I will just go ahead and measure my bust measurement and my waist measurement right here. So I said my bust measurement is 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Then also my waist measurement is 28 divided by 4, 7, plus 2 inches for that is 9, plus 1 inch for sewing allowance, that is 10 inches. So I'll connect both lines together. So I'll go ahead and cut out. So I've gone ahead to cut it out. This is my side back, and this is my center back, and this is my side back, and also these are my front pieces. This is my center front, my side front, and my gathered areas. So right now I'm just going to remove these cutout pieces, and I'll be using this big one for the measurement. And I'll also, don't forget, also add half an inch on both sides, half an inch round when cutting out on your fabric for this center piece for the front, the gathered area. Add half an inch round. I couldn't add it because my pattern paper was not enough, so I'll go ahead and add it on my fabric. So thank you guys for watching. In my next video I'll show you you how to sew this on African print, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.